you feel like you want good things to appear as a result of your menopause. You can see that many things appear. My goal is to make sure you know what they are and how to manage them. And the bottom line is that your menopause is all about the fact that your estrogen disappears, and that causes all the physical things and all the diseases to appear. But you see that it's not all bad. You know, one of the problems I have is that people tend to generalize. I always say generalize to your demise because if you generalize things too much, you miss the fine points that usually make all the difference in the world. Now, I've covered all these different kinds of things that happen at menopause with this, WHAM series that I'm doing. And what you've seen is there are so many themes that just keep playing themselves out over and over again in terms of common features that all fall into the same category. And it really starts making a lot of sense. That is why I developed this series, because, when you learn each thing in isolation as a standalone, it may not make much sense to you. I mean, I just gave you a list of 22 symptoms of menopause. Did you realize how varied they were? Do you realize there are symptoms from your head to your toe? How in the world would you have ever connected the dots on all those symptoms being due to one single thing? Women come to me after they have gone to doctor after doctor after doctor, naturopaths, dietitians, nutritionists, weight loss specialists, exercise people. They've gone all over the place looking for answers, looking for solutions for all sorts of things. They have problems with their hair and their skin. They have problems with their temperature control, with their weight, you name it, their vagina. They don't connect the dots on that. They don't realize they're all one thing. They don't understand that they have only one problem, not 22. With this education, knowing that it's all one problem can change your life in ways you can't imagine, because obviously, if you know that you have only one problem and not 22, what a difference in your ability to do something about it. And you'll know all the different ways you can do something about it. You see, not only do most problems have a variety of options, but if you were to target each and every one of those 22 symptoms with all the different options for each one, do you know how many things you would have to do? I mean, good God, you would be doing so many things that you wouldn't have time for life. Well, and you can do that. You can put as much into each one of them as you want, and you can use as many different options with each one of them as you want. It's fine to do it that way. The key is you got to know what you're doing, and you have to know the limitations of each management option in terms of meeting your goals. And we don't all have the same goals, and we don't all want the same results. We don't all need the same results. Our problems are not significant to the same extent from person to person. So it's not about the right way or the wrong way to manage your menopause. This education is about the many ways you can manage your menopause. It's about knowing the many ways and knowing the pros and cons of those many ways. That is where the power is. I think of this education as being so powerful because knowing the simple things that I teach you, like losing your estrogen results in the disappearance of your estrogen results in appearance of 22 symptoms and 6 disease risks. That kind of information will put you in a position of making the very best of the rest of your life. And you'll know how to do it. But if you don't have a clue about why you have 22 symptoms, or why anything is going on, or why you're having any trouble with any of it, Do you know how counterproductive it will be for you to try to find solutions? I love, love, love coming up with ideas to group common things that are occurring for you during menopause. I love coming up with different perspectives for understanding the information because you know what? We're all different. And every now and then, you may hear something and you think, yeah, yeah, yeah. But then you hear it from a different perspective. And suddenly it just all falls into place. You know, this WHAM series, so many women have just told me how much they love it because, you know, I'm a nerd and I'm turning my educational products into a classroom. So I cover everything in units. I make sure that you get the information in a way that you can use it. So with units, you get one thing at a time and it's all, you know, very detailed, which is great for your full understanding. But sometimes that impairs your ability to see the big picture and the big associations that aren't readily apparent. This series, the WHAM series, where I'm grouping things and making themes out of common features, really helps things jump out at you. And so many women have said to me, oh my gosh, this really made so much sense. This spoke to me so profoundly. And this is what has made all the difference in my ability to now go forward and do what I need to do. And I'm not even telling you what to do in this series. All I'm doing is telling you how to recognize what's going on. So the power comes in seeing that a single feature is common in many different respects when you enter your postmenopausal life. And knowing that helps you take care of it in any way you want, but understanding that the problem is one thing, not many different things. So things that appear at menopause appear primarily for the same reason. They appear because estrogen disappears. So I teach in a way that kind of helps you really get it and really enjoy it. If you haven't been to my website, you should go for sure. It's menopausetailor.me. And if you go there, what you're going to find is that there's a tab for my YouTube video tutorials with all of the thumbnails lined up in order. And I implore you to watch my videos in order. Listen to my podcasts in order because that is where you will have the powerful education and really be able to use it. And so the videos are all lined up there in order and you can very easily watch them. You can also read articles that I've written, all kinds of catchy, fun articles about everything. You can get webinars that give you the whole education from stem to stern, 15 different webinars. Just be sure to watch them in order, and you'll have the whole education at your fingertips on your timeline. You can do the same thing with my DVDs, or you can get my book. It just depends on how you learn. You know, I mean, we're all different. And if you like watching things and you're a visual person and you like props and models, my YouTube channel is very popular and women love the way I do the YouTube videos because I use all kinds of things that help you visually see the lesson. And that makes it really fun, really easy, and unforgettable for you. So whether you want to get this education by listening or viewing or anything else, please go to menopausetailor.me. You can schedule a consultation with me one-on-one where I'll give you all my attention and tailor everything to you. Here's where I sign off. I'll see you next time where we'll continue our WHAM series. Bye.